There is a moment you remember with photographic precision. The time, the place, what you ate for breakfast. Because in that exact second, your brain decided, remember this, so we never do it again. It is the moment you realized you are not getting that money back. Not maybe they will return it. Not it is probably delayed. But just like that, quietly, finally, and somehow accompanied by a warm smile when you bump into them on the street, this moment has a name. Economists call it a sunk cost. Psychologists call it a breach of the social contract. But normal people just call it never again loaning money. Welcome to the Berloga. Let's start with the fact that will surprise you. Personal debt is older than writing. The first debt records date back to 3000 BC, Sumer, Mesopotamia. Humans hadn't even invented the alphabet yet, but they were already keeping track of who owed whom grain. It's literally the first thing humanity decided to write down. Not history, not laws, not prayers. Debts. That says a lot about us as a species. In ancient Rome, you could become your creditor's slave for unpaid debts. Literally, physically, with a chain. In England, until 1869, there were debtors' prisons. Special places where people were locked up for unpaid debts. Charles Dickens didn't write about this as a metaphor. His actual father was put in a debtor's prison. In 5,000 years, humanity invented the atomic bomb, the internet, and sushi delivery at 3 a.m. But we still haven't solved the problem of a friend asked for money and disappeared. Meet Tyler. Tyler isn't a bad bear. It is important to understand this right away. He isn't a villain, a scammer, and he didn't plan to trick you. Tyler is a bear who always has a situation, not a problem, specifically a situation, because a problem sounds like it's his fault, but a situation is something external, random, temporary. Tyler knows how to talk about his situations so well that you don't feel like a victim of manipulation, but a participant in an exciting story. He is warm. He is funny. He remembers your birthday. And that is exactly why, when he says, listen, help me out for a couple of weeks, your financial calculator doesn't turn on. Something else does. When someone asks to borrow money from you, 3 psychological hooks trigger in your brain simultaneously. The first is the Ben Franklin effect, described in 1736, and it still works today. When someone asks you for a favor, you actually start to like them more. It sounds illogical, but your brain thinks, if I am helping him, he must be important to me. You aren't just giving money, you are literally falling in love with the person a little bit more. The second hook is the social pressure of refusal. Refusing a friend's request is physically unpleasant. Studies show that the brain processes social rejection in the exact same areas as physical pain. Saying no literally hurts, so you say yes, just to make the pain stop. And the third, the most treacherous one, the illusion of control. You think, I gave the money, therefore the situation is under my control. No, you just handed the control over to Tyler. Let's say Tyler took the money, and he even plans to return it, but nobody warned Chris about this. The very fact of the loan has already changed everything. Before the loan, they had a relationship. After the loan, they have roles. Chris is the creditor, Tyler is the debtor. This isn't a metaphor, it is literally a new social hierarchy. Tyler feels it. Every meeting with Chris is now a living reminder of the debt. So Tyler starts avoiding him, not because he is bad, but because it's uncomfortable. And Chris starts noticing things he never noticed before. Tyler bought new sneakers, Tyler went to a concert, Tyler ordered sushi delivery, but he's not paying me back. Do you know what this stage is called? Financial paranoia. You monitor your friend's spending like the IRS, and at that exact moment, you are no longer friends. You are opposing parties in a case. And even if Tyler pays it back, this knowledge about him isn't going anywhere. But there is something worse than a one-time loan. Meet the phenomenon psychologists call the serial debtor. It's not about malicious intent, it is about a pattern. A 2019 Cambridge University study showed that people who regularly borrow from acquaintances demonstrate a specific trait. They genuinely do not feel the debt as an obligation. In their minds, borrowing from a friend and borrowing from a bank are processed fundamentally differently. A bank is a system, an institution, you have to pay them. A friend is a relationship, you'll figure it out. This isn't psychopathy. It is how the brain works when you mix personal and financial relationships. Meet Josh, the serial debtor, and the most dangerous part is, Tyler might genuinely believe he will pay it back. At the moment he takes it, he is 100% sure. It's just that his soon and your soon are completely different universes. Here is a question few people ask. Banks lend money to millions of people every day, to strangers, and yet they manage not to destroy relationships because there is no relationship. There is a contract. The bank doesn't trust you. The bank trusts the collateral, not your intentions, your credit history, not your "listen, I'll get it to you," a legally binding document. When you don't pay the bank doesn't start stalking your new sneakers. It hires debt collectors. It's not cruel, it's fair, because you never had the illusion of friendship to begin with. You knew the terms, the bank knew the risks, everything is transparent. But when Chris gives money to Tyler, he has no collateral, no contract, no collectors. He only has a memory of how they laughed together at a stupid joke 3 years ago. That is not a financial instrument. That is nostalgia. Okay, we've dissected the problem. Now what do we do? 3 rules that actually work. Rule number 1, only give what you are comfortable parting with right now. Not he will return it and it will be fine, but if he doesn't return it, I am psychologically okay. If Tyler asks for $20,000 and you are willing to gift $3,000, give $3,000. Say it directly. I can't do more, but this is yours. Don't worry about paying it back. This isn't greed, it's relationship hygiene. Rule number 2, money and friendship belong in different accounts. If you want to lend to a friend, formalize it like a real loan. Write a receipt. Is it awkward? Yes. But you know what else is awkward? 3 months of playing hide and seek with someone you trusted. A receipt doesn't destroy friendship. It protects it because it removes blurred expectations. And rule number 3, the most important one, no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain or invent stories about how things are tight right now. Just, I don't lend money, it's my personal rule. That's it. A good friend will accept this. A bad one will prove something very important to you about themselves completely free of charge. A brutal truth to finish. Money doesn't spoil people. Money just removes the scenery. When Tyler didn't pay you back, he didn't become a different bear. You just saw something that was always there. And something about yourself, too. That you value money more than you thought, or less. That it is important for you to feel needed, or that you are bad at saying no. Every unpaid debt is an expensive but honest portrait of 2 people. Banks ask for collateral not because they are evil, but because 5,000 years ago someone didn't return the grain and the Sumerians drew the right conclusions. It's time we do too. Take off your rose-colored glasses. Stay cold. Welcome to the Berloga.